a sound of the season. The sap is flowing and the lines are growing.
We've been in line for probably an hour and 15 minutes.
Just to get some syrup on snow. With pickles on the side, it's sugar madness in Massachusetts hill towns. Also, Jackie Vega's a mom at 16.
I wish I could waited longer.
How will she raise a child and grow up herself?
I have no time to do nothing. I can't go out with my friends.
Plus, can a bunch of actuaries make math fun? Friday finale, next on Chronicle.
The welcome sound of sap running, the sweet smell of steam on the rise, then that very first bite. It's an annual rite of spring and an age-old tradition in New England. Sap to syrup in a season that lasts only 6 weeks.
Sugaring season is sort of when winter and spring are battling each other for control. What we need for sap flow is nights, say, in the low 20s, warm sunny days in the mid 40s. We don't want it too warm, we don't want it too cold.
Most people think maple syrup comes primarily from northern New England, or if they're in the know, Canada too. But surprise, there are 250 sugar houses in Massachusetts alone.
Most of them are in the western part of the state where obviously where most of the maple trees are. So what we're doing nowadays is drilling a hole in the tree, putting a spout in. The sap will drip out into a bucket or into a tubing system. That sap is about 2% sugar. It's clear, has no color, has essentially no flavor.
McCrum uses tubing to gather sap here at his farm in Ashfield, just as most farms do. But over in Conway at the Boyden farm, Matthew, Josh, and Ben do it the old-fashioned way.
Woo! I've been doing this since I can't remember when, and it's just a part of my life. Every spring we go out and we set the buckets, and it's just something you do. Get up. Come on, Sam.
And who did it first?
The Indians were doing it when white man first came to the United States, but my thought is some early human found a sapsicle hanging off a tree branch and ate it and found that it was sweet.
It takes 40 gallons of sap to make 1 gallon of maple syrup.
Sap is taken to a sugar house and 98% of the water is boiled off, and what's left is pure maple syrup.
The color and grading of finished syrup depends on the timing.
As a rule of thumb, lighter syrup is earlier in the season and darker syrup is later. There's grade A light amber, grade A medium amber, grade A dark amber. The difference is in color and flavor.
Syrup may be the same at every farm, but the sugarers sure are different. At Gray's Sugar House in Ashfield, we found the only sugarer whose hat matches the sugar house floor.
I always paint the restaurant floor a different color every year. I have some left over, so I throw it on my hat.
Gray's produces syrup and more. 3 generations, all living under the same roof.
Knowing that my great-grandfather built this barn, my great-uncle built the sugar house, and what my father has taught me and how to live my life, and my son seems to carry on that same sense of pride.
What to do with all that syrup? There's candy to be made and maple cream, but you've got to know how. Marion Gray let us in on her secret. It's all in the cooling.
The basic secret is you don't move it. Seriously, you don't move it. Then you beat it.
Maple cream not to your taste? How about an order of sugar on snow with a side of saltines and pickles?
There's the snow, and we have pickles and saltine crackers to cut the sweetness. What you want to do is drizzle it, caramelizers or makes taffy, and then you just eat it.
Of the 100 sugar houses open to the public, about a dozen have restaurants. Most open only on weekends for the 6-week season. Gray's in Ashfield draws in over 6,000 people per season. But before you pull up a tree stump, you have to get in line.
We've been in line for probably an hour and 15 minutes. We do this every year. We picked out this Saturday and we toughed it out.
Pancakes, French toast, waffles, fried dough. All of them covered in as much maple syrup as you please.
Well, I guess it's the time of year for it, you know?
It's the time of season. Yes, I enjoy this. I look forward to it year after year after year.
We come here every year. it's family tradition.
This is really what a sugar house should look like, with the old maples around and the winding stream outside here. Really typical of old New England.
We were the first ones here today, so it's like, wow. We've never been first, like, in line before, so it was fun. We've been coming here since we were little, so we sled and stuff like that, and it's just like memories. Even when I'm a grown-up, I think I'll come back and just bring my whole family. It's fun.
That is a classic New England tradition. Those people ready to wait in line for an hour and a half to get in there?
That's right. Well, Gray's is quite a place, Mary. Actually, we heard the story that there was a woman who was 9 months pregnant in line, went into labor, refused to go to the hospital, sat down, had her pancakes first, then she went to the hospital.
I understand that. You wouldn't, after all that waiting, you deserve something.
That's right.
Now, they're still open for a short time.
Still open, and we have some great ones in Massachusetts, and you can find out some information on the web as to where to go if you just dial up the following number, massmaple.org, or you can tune up our website at cvb.com, and we've got all the locations for you.
So you've still got a couple weekends to go. Coming up, a teenager can have a baby, but how does she become a parent? We'll be right back.